Yeah, so you're a good-looking man in a uniform. You know, girls are, I mean, and you're sliding in DMs, bro. So, I mean, I'd reply to you.
So I bought everything red. I bought a red fridge, a red everything, watermelon, everything. Everything came in, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the vibes, you know?
Oh. She didn't even like the vibes either. Oh my girl, what just happened there? And they say this podcast doesn't work. We're gonna make money out of this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to alarm you, girl, but this fucking guy who's been following me for 45 minutes, because he followed me before I got into the podcast.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys the story?
CEO InMotion. CEO InMotion. CEO InMotion. CEO InMotion.
Welcome, guys, to the CEO InMotion Podcast. We got Scott and Jeana. How are you guys?
Good.
Great. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, okay, so
Excited to be here.
yeah, so it's already running. So even if it turns like black, you're still going. Jeana, can we see you?
I don't know. I think I need more lighting.
There you
She's
go.
pretty tan.
I've never tried this. What if I turn this up in the back? No.
I could always.
Well, get closer to, you know. You know what? Actually, these can go.
Maybe
This can
this.
go brighter.
Or this.
I know these can go brighter. I just can't put a light in here because the mic. Well, there's mics on all three.
Ah.
You could drive like this at night?
With the lights on like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried it like that.
It's Vegas.
Listen, of all the lights that are going on, if they gave me a ticket for a tiny, distraction like this, we'll see. I may not. I mean, maybe mine is a little too bright. I can see you great from there.
Okay. I'll just I scoot it up.
Scoot it up. There you are. All right. Well, they're all learning lessons here, guys.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's all good.
Oh, that's even brighter.
I got 11 million alarms. And I'm gonna
We're
turn
going.
them off.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn my phone off. All right. There you go. Anyways, I'm very glad that you guys are here.
Yeah.
We're obviously friends, because usually, I open the door, I don't know the person, and thank you for being here. But yes, thank you for being here, guys. This is exciting, so this is good.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna ask you, have you guys seen any of the episodes? Do you guys know what the podcast is about and where we're gonna be getting ourselves into?
I saw a few of them, and I know that you're just driving around and just talking. Yeah.
It's just business,
Yeah.
life. I mean, the podcast came with the idea because I mean, you've been in some podcasts, and I'm sure you guys watch podcasts too, and I used to pick people up from the airport or take them to the office and whatnot, and so by the time we got to my office, like, all the good, juicy conversation had already happened,
Yeah.
so then I had to, like, react, or remember what you said in the car, and thank you. And so I figured, you know what, we're just gonna get people in the car, and it's really like in motion, and what better place than to just go up and down the strip in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we got Franny right here. Can we see her?
Here, I'll hold her.
Oh my goodness, she's so cute. You just want to hold her. Oh my goodness. And so let's start there. Like, how did we meet? Like, who wants to tell the story of how we met?
Oh, we met in Cancun.
Yeah.
We did meet in Cancun.
Yeah, we were at Ryan's Wealthy Investor Retreat. And,
Yeah. That sounds really cool. We met in Cancun.
Yeah.
Listen, we were there for business.
Yeah.
I just gotten married like 2 weeks before.
Yes,
that was
that's
my
right.
honeymoon.
That's right. I forgot about
Didn't
that.
you got up after I said it, right?
The what?
I was like, oh yeah, I'm here with my wife and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's right. Like, a bunch of people said I'm here with my wife.
Yeah.
And then I had to get up and I was like, well, I did get married 2 weeks ago too, so I guess I'm here with my wife. And yes, that was me. That was me right after.
It
Yeah.
was so funny.
Because everybody said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that you who started it?
No,
I don't
think
I don't
so.
know, but I know I said it. And
So
then
we were in the room. How many people? Maybe like 40?
probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
And there was a lot of couples, and I was with my wife, I guess now, but I just said, I'm just here, I'm talking about business, whatever it was. But then all of you guys, true gentlemen, were saying I'm here with my wife and this and that. And then I was like, okay, one more time.
You just got married though.
That was actually my honeymoon. I don't know why I forgot that I was there with my wife. So the original plan was that I had bought the tickets for this winter retreat, and they didn't give you the date, and I knew that I was getting married. That one I did plan. And then eventually when it worked out, I said, I'm going to this thing, and she said, "You going to Cancun?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "And it's all inclusive?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Do you want to take your wife?" And I was like, "I guess I could. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, just come over." And you know what? Like, we did call and we said, "Hey, we're going on a honeymoon and everything." And when we got there, they put us in 2 separate beds. Like, our room had like 2 twin beds.
Oh, yeah.
She was so mad. She's calling, "I'm in my honeymoon. How am I gonna sleep on a twin bed?" So yeah, so that was that. So we did meet in Cancun, but it was a business trip.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Like, why were we there?
Networking for wealthy investor.
So real estate.
Yep.
So you guys
More or
are
less.
real estate investors, or I want to get to your recent job, and we'll part from there, and then we'll get into the into the personal stuff.
Yeah.
So tell me where you guys work now.
We work at Net Worth Realty. I just got my broker salesperson license.
Woo! There you go.
And I got my regular salesperson license.
Very good. There you go.
That's
You
fancy.
guys,
Yeah.
this has been a good year for you guys, huh?
We hope so. Yeah. We're
A
Just-
year of a lot of things, new
Yeah.
things, cows and shit.
Cows. People are gonna be like, "Wait, I thought these guys were investors. Like, how are we getting it?" Okay, so
Can't
yeah,
look
so
this
you
up.
guys, I do follow you guys on social media. Well, do you have your own separate account?
I do.
he doesn't post.
I do.
You don't
I don't-
post as
I know.
much, huh?
He doesn't post ever.
I'm so old, like my soul. I it doesn't interest me that much.
Well, your lives are so intertwined.
Yeah.
That,
She just features me,
yeah, there you go. That you get featured. Yeah.
so people know I'm alive.
There you go. It's like, "How's Scotty?" There you go. You're featured on the story. So, but you do have a quite interesting. I don't know. I'm trying to understand the chaotic part when you guys say, "Oh, welcome to our lives," but you do guys have a busy life.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that. Like, what's going on? What's unusual about your home in Las Vegas?
We have a mini farm, and it's kind of growing, but we're reaching our limit on everything, so it's gonna have to stop. But she wants more property, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So you wanted to expand the mini farm?
Yeah, well, so our strategy as investors right now, we do live-in flips.
Okay.
And so live-in flips is pretty much you live in the home and then you flip it while you're living in it. And this was our first big property, so we're on half an acre. And I called the county to see what we're zoned for because our backyard's really big,
It is. You
Yeah.
have like so many animals. Every time I show up, there's a new
I know.
Yeah.
tortoise or a new peacock.
I
Something's
know.
going on.
A turkey.
A
Yeah,
turkey.
I know.
The roosters are fun.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, so I found out we're zoned to have 20 chickens and 2 large livestock. So I really wanted to pray about it. I originally wanted to get a cow for milk, but we fell in love with this boy cattle, and so we won him on auction.
Uh-huh.
And we're finding out so much about the cattle industry that steers, because steer is a castrated bull, which is a male. So
Okay.
Yeah, and they're more docile, which is perfect for what we want to do.
But you
Because-
can't get milk out of him.
I know.
No,
So
definitely wouldn't want
So what do you need? What do you need? You got a bull with no balls and no milk.
no.
So I'm trying to understand.
So my theory.
You have
of,
children.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
So my theory of homesteading was having a milk cow, but I guess God wanted other plans. So since we already did a lot of therapy work in the community with our dogs, doing therapy work, we decided to add a cow for cow cuddles, and then eventually we're looking for a mini horse to have a best friend for the cow. Yeah.
So are all of these like? Do you need a permit? You said you have a permit for 20, so there's actually a permit that limits the number?
No, so that's what we're zoned for. So I don't need permits or anything.
Or zone, yeah.
So since we're zoned to have 2 cattle and 20 chickens, I don't need any additional permits. But I am adding an egg stand to our house, which needs a special use permit. So I've been documenting that journey, and it's just crazy. It's insane.
It's really fun. Actually, I forgot to ask what your IG handle is. It's always gonna be at the bottom on the
yeah.
episode. But what's your IG handle now?
Now I keep changing it, but
So what
it's
is it now?
crazy.
And by the time this comes out, we'll ask you if this is where you want to go with.
Yes, it's gonna be Crazy Farm Girl era.
Okay,
because
Crazy Farm Girl era.
Yeah, because I'm in my Crazy Farm Girl era.
We go with Crazy Chicken
Yeah.
Lady.
Yeah.
It was Crazy
It
Chicken
changes.
Lady era,
They
but it
could-
was just too long, so I was like, I'm not solely just chickens now.
Yeah, it's farm. Yeah,
It's the gateway drug to many
yeah,
animals.
that's how it started. So if you wanted 22, you would need a different zone to be in a different zone, or is that
yeah,
how
so
it works?
so with my special use permit, because I'm applying for it for our egg stand, I asked to up my chicken count to 30.
Okay.
So I could keep up with the demand of, because I have a wait list for customers.
That want their eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I forgot my eggs at your house.
Oh, that's okay.
I actually forgot the whole my whole thing, but we'll
okay.
get to that because I want. Okay, so
Where is it?
I think I left it in the refrigerator, but maybe I don't know, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
That'll be its own little segment. So okay, so you start with the farm. So I want to go back to like what started this, like, because I know you guys and I know you as it is now, but what was the first like?
So what happened was, it was her birthday
No, it was our anniversary.
See, I forgot.
Okay.
And I didn't get her anything, so I know she wanted a couple chickens, so I just bought 4 chickens because you had to from Tractor Supply.
That's the minimum order you can order.
Yeah.
Well, you just
Yeah.
what is Tractor Supply?
It's like a
Like the chicken store?
It's like a farming.
farming type store.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like all kind of animal food.
Okay, so you order a minimum of 4
Yeah.
because that's the minimum you need to buy. And then you said, "Sorry, I forgot our anniversary."
No, I didn't even tell her that part yet. I just gave it to her and said I had to get it last minute, which I did. I didn't want her. I wanted to be surprised.
Okay.
So
How long ago was that?
A year ago.
May 28th
Oh, this is
or
recent.
6th.
Yeah, literally.
You've grown all of that in 1 year?
Yeah, I know. That's how addicting it is. Don't do it.
We're getting a cow.
Yeah, but there was one time where there was not like,
Nothing. Yeah.
yeah, one turtle, and then I go like 2 months later, and there's 100-pound like, it just comes out of it, and I'm feeding him lettuce, and
I don't know what that was about.
it's really fun. So that's all to say that whenever I know there's a story and your circle pops up on my IG, I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on today. Like, what am I gonna see?
Yeah.
And then you come out with a crazy, colorful hat.
My umbrella hat.
That's such a that's your trademark. Like mine is this.
Yeah. Yeah. So because we're part of Wealthy Investor.
And I'll put all those images in here.
Yeah, the content team, Wealthy Creator, Kate, she actually helped me with my branding. So I'm really grateful for her. I gotta let her know. Because she helped me pull out my Crazy Farm Girl, because I was so nervous to post anything about like chickens and stuff like that, because I was so embarrassed, like I don't want to be like that crazy chicken lady posting stuff about my chickens, but I loved it. I found enjoyment in
You
it.
literally are now.
Yeah.
I might ask you to maybe talk louder because I've never had somebody in the back
you're good.
there. So
Okay.
we'll just see how that goes. But
Yeah, so
Yeah, she could talk.
there you go.
loud.
I know you
Yeah.
can talk loud, so
I
don't be nervous. I actually had Kate in the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how long ago. I think it was in the first season, but learned a lot. It was just so great, and it's so great how like people here kind of help each other, and everybody's trying to help each other.
yeah. That's what I love.
And I like that.
Uh-huh.
Little bump, my girl. How you doing? You're in your podcast. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. We wanted to get a puppuccino. So I meet you in Cancun. We meet each other, and just like I met a bunch of people there, but we then saw each other again at another conference. Was it another WealthCon? Was it a WealthCon?
Yes, it was.
We met at a different conference,
Okay.
and I remember just asking, what do you do for business and stuff like that. And you were doing the family, like the therapy for the dogs.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And you showed me that, And I remember I saw the dogs, and I just said out loud, and to this day, like, that really changed the trajectory of things. I was like, oh my God, my wife loved to have, has been begging to get a second dog or something. And then you looked at me like, really? And then I was like, yeah. And I thought that was like a passing thing. And of course, like, you so in love with the dogs, you go into it. And so explain what you do for that part of that business. Because you guys do so many things.
Good, good.
So that, our therapy dogs thing.
What's the IG handle for that one? What's the IG handle for?
Therapy Dog Pack.
Therapy Dog Pack.
Yeah.
Okay, so Therapy Dog Pack, explain what that is.
So we already have one therapy trained dog. We want to go out into the community and just make people smile, especially when they see these types of dogs,
Yes, look at her.
They,
So we have Cash. We'll show a picture of Cash. There's a picture of Cash.
Yeah.
And we'll put some pictures of your...
you hear people you hear like grown men going like, oh, they moan and stuff and make funny noises, but everybody does.
Yes.
It like just puts this big smile on their face. So we want to take those dogs out, but we also want to take them to conventions.
Yeah, because that's the industry we like. We like going to conventions. We're convention junkies. We love learning and just bettering ourselves,
Love that. And you're bringing like something that nobody else has, like the attention that these dogs grab, and you naturally start connecting, and you bring smiles. And if anything, if no business comes out of it, you're still doing good.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Exactly.
And it's funny that you mentioned grown men, because right when I was at the Starbucks, right before you guys pulled up, there was a grown man like sitting outside the Starbucks with his laptop. I guess the Starbucks locked him out too, or kicked him out. But as soon as I opened the door, he goes like, "Oh, nice car," and I was like, "Thank you." And then he goes like, "Oh," and all of a sudden, like, the car, forget it. Like, the whole attention was this little precious princess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does get a lot of attention. So that's great. So you showed me that. I went home, and I just mentioned, to her, and I said, what do you think? And I knew she's like, if I say it, she's like, we're coming back. She's like, you cannot say this to me. I'm gonna come back with her. I was like, you haven't even seen her. We don't even know what the dog's gonna look like. And of course, you guys sent the most adorable pictures of her
With the
as a
backpack
baby,
and
with a little bow tie.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
I put that right here, Gabby. And it was a done deal. Like, we couldn't. And so, and then we finally went, and we met you guys at your house, and we met her, and she had like little bumblebee outfit.
Yeah, I know.
And there you go. And then she became part of the family, and we've gotten like close like every week, because we come over, we chat, we send each other's pictures.
Yeah. It's cute. I love it. I love our group.
Yeah, it's
our
we
group
have
text.
a Franny, fan pack, or what is it called?
Franny pack.
Franny pack, yeah.
Franny pack. So you guys have these dogs, you guys have this business, you guys doing real estate. You said this is your bigger project. You're on a 3-year flip. So what happens after you sell it, remodel?
So with this property that we live in, it's going to be hard to just change, because now we have to get a bigger property. It has to be in the right zoning and all this, so there's a lot of restrictions. So that might end up being our house for a while, which I don't mind, because
I don't mind.
I don't
either.
like the neighborhood, but inside of our gate it feels like it's us only. So
But it is. You guys have like your own like area, and it's so different than anything else. And I feel like whenever I go in there, and you actually did like beautiful. We had like dinner last night with just this beautiful long table and everything you guys have done, and the dogs bring so much life to it.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing. I want to go back to on a personal. How did you guys meet? Tell me some of that story or when you guys met, because you guys, I find you guys so fascinating. Like, obviously you guys are my friends, but also like you guys been together for a long time.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And that doesn't happen. And you guys actually have children, and then dogs and cows now coming, and the whole thing. I was like, and you guys do so much. So I'm just, I'm always rooting for people like you guys. Like, I just want you guys to be super successful.
It means a lot.
thank you.
And yeah. So tell me how this whole thing started.
He slid into my DMs.
Yeah. On MySpace. No, Friendster.
Friendster. Yeah,
Friendster.
Wait, Friendster DMs?
Did you have Friendster?
No, I had MySpace and I
Okay.
had like the.
So
the
this
other
was
stuff.
before MySpace, and I never checked my Friendster in like a month. And I was at school in Hawaii, bored, and I checked my Friendster, and I was like, ooh, who's this hot white guy? You know?
But you have met each other? You have not
No,
met
we haven't.
Oh, so you
we-
can do a DM without
Yeah.
knowing the person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh, what is there to do in Hawaii? I see you're from the Bay Area or something.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's also from the Bay Area. So because we're both from the Bay Area, living in Hawaii at the time. He was stationed there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we started talking on MySpace for like a week, and then met up. Right? Not even
Yeah.
a week. It was so quick.
I could tell she fell in love the first time she saw me.
Well, tell me. She just said you were stationed, so tell me about that.
So I was in the Marine Corps and I was stationed in Kaneohe Bay.
Yeah, so you're a good-looking man in a uniform.
Yeah.
You know, girls are. I mean, and you're sliding in DMs, bro. So I mean, I'd reply to you. I wasn't living in Hawaii. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. So what was like the first like dinner or like what did you guys do?
We went to a movie, Constantine.
Yeah, we watched.
Oh, you guys did Constantine?
We watched
That's a great
Constantine.
movie.
That was
Yeah.
our first movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we had ice cream
It's
after.
a scary movie. Okay, there's ice cream. Okay.
Yeah.
And then how did it evolve? Like how long have you guys been married?
So we knew each other for 19 years, and we've been married for 19 years.
No, that doesn't make sense.
We've known each other for 2 months before we got married.
Oh my god. Okay, what the hell?
No, and
so
then-
you guys got married right after you knew each other.
Yeah, no, and then within those two,
and you've been together and you're like
Yeah.
this.
but within those 2 months, literally, we only seen each other for 2 weeks.
Because she was leaving Hawaii,
I was
and
moving.
I had to go training.
No, so I was moving. I was like, okay, I just want to fling real quick before I move back to California.
Did you just say I just want to fling real quick?
Yeah, I was like, okay, he's a hot white guy. Let me just have a quick fling. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then, so,
Hey, that's a guy. You'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
but
I
yes.
did.
I've been used.
And then I moved to California, and then we kept in touch. And he went out to California to visit me, and then he ended up asking me to marry him
Over the phone.
No.
Yeah.
I was in Hawaii, she was in California.
And you're like, hey, what are
yeah.
you doing this weekend? You're like, get married?
I was like, I'm going on leave soon, getting ready to go to Afghanistan.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
it was obviously emotional.
It was a typical military love story, you know?
That often ends in divorce.
And did you go for how long? And when you came back, like, you waited this whole time? I don't know this part of the story.
Yeah, well, I left. She was free to do whatever she wanted.
Yeah, so I moved back to Hawaii because we got married.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we got married in California, though, in Oakland. And then since he was going to Afghanistan, I decided to move back to Hawaii. And then that's where we got our own apartment. Slept on an air mattress for like 4 months because we were
Air
broke.
mattress people.
Yeah.
You guys are my second guest that started that said to me like I
Wow.
slept on an air mattress and
Yeah.
she now has like proproperties in Mexico,
That's
Canada, and
amazing.
other areas.
Wow.
Like, but I was like, oh my god, when I hear air mattress, I was like, that's how SJ found me. Like I was
Wow.
on an air mattress. But so you guys were too. How come I've seen some pictures like it looked like it was like a high school reunion or something, like a high school graduation of you guys together? You guys look like so young.
I don't know. That was probably my
Like the
20-year reunion or something.
High school reunion or
No,
like
no,
the
you both were like young. Like I just thought that you guys met like, at a high school dance, homecoming,
no.
or something
No,
like
no,
that.
Yeah.
You know
Not
which
at all.
picture I'm talking about?
I don't
You have
know.
to, because you have to post it. I
Is it like was I in uniform?
I believe so.
That's like a Marine Corps ball. Like they do that once
Oh,
a year.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Marine Corps birthday.
Well, okay, so it's like the homecoming, but it's the Marine Corps.
Yeah. There you
Hi,
go.
my sweet girl. You look so pretty. Her face is so cute, huh?
She used to dress all ratchet.
You
And I used to
was
like it.
ratchet. You was
I was.
ratchet.
She was.
I was hella ratchet.
She was wild.
The Bay Area girl.
Yeah, I was hypey wifey.
I know, but that's how we kind of were back then,
Yes, we will. Oh, yeah, dude. And 19 years. So this is what I'm like. You guys still laugh, and life is good, and you guys have a bigger home. I want to talk about the Airbnb that you guys have.
Yeah.
The banana bungalow. Is somebody flashing me? Hold on. Definitely someone was flashing me. It's my light.
I don't think so. I don't know.
All right, let me restart that one. Let's talk about they were flashing me because I'm not moving faster.
Oh.
Let's talk about the banana bungalow. The famous banana bungalow, which it's booked a full year, like, you know, with 12 months that we were trying to get it. You were so graciously said, hey, we got a day opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys come? And of course we took the opportunity and we stayed at the banana bungalow
That's
last
exciting.
night. And tell me how you came up with that idea.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we house hack our current live and flip right now.
Okay.
And so we have an attached casita.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't have its own it didn't have a kitchen, it didn't have a front door or anything. It didn't have its own private entryway or nothing. So as we were renovating it, I had to come up with themes and ideas, and I fell in love with this green glass tile. So I thought, okay, let's do watermelon casita, you know?
Oh, okay.
So I bought everything red. I bought a red fridge, a red everything, watermelon, everything. Everything came in, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the vibes, you know?
Oh. She didn't even like the vibes either. Oh my girl, what just happened there?
That's so funny.
Oh my girl,
Yeah.
where are you? I'm gonna lower this right now.
Yeah.
Oh my sweet girl, you're on the frame. Okay, so we had the banana. There we go.
Yeah.
You can just see her pointy ear. That's.
But yeah, I was so I googled. I wasn't feeling I wasn't feeling
the
the watermelon theme.
Okay.
And I was like, what do I do? So I googled small. What's another word for small home besides casita? Bungalow popped up. You know. And I
okay.
love the word bungalow.
Bungalow's
and then
a great name.
I was like, okay, what foods go with green? You know. And I just nothing really resonated with green food or whatever. And then I said, what food starts with B? And then banana came up. And I
Oh,
was
that
like,
great association.
boom, you
banana
know, the
bungalow.
banana bungalow. And it goes really well to like the green, the pinks, and yellow, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, this is my vibe. This is it, you know? And so I just ordered everything, returned everything watermelon, and then ordered everything yellow and banana.
Everything. And so
Yeah.
Gabby, we'll put B-roll in here of stuff and send me some stuff because the
Yeah.
stuff that I took last night was not ideal. It was coming in at night and the dogs.
No, it's all good.
But I'm sure you have some stuff.
Yeah.
And everything is done. Like as soon as you enter the area and open up like the gate of the casita on the outside, like you see the yellow. What is that? What really is that? I think that's hanging. Is it a big banana peel?
Oh, it's actually the sunshade cell, but the wind blew it down.
Yeah.
But it looked like it's a big banana peel, like, you know, just extending out, yellow.
That's just a sunshade that.
But it's yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can say it's a banana peel because that's how it looks like it's just coming out. And I opened the door and you have the lamps, you have the bed, and then what? the freaking banana fluffy magnet that's on the fridge just had me.
Yeah.
It felt good, didn't it?
I mean, you grab it and it's like fluffy and it's like a squishy banana.
Yeah.
And everything, the attention to the detail, everything that you guys give. And I opened the freezer and you have the banana,
Chunky monkey.
banana chunky monkey,
Yeah.
ice cream. So what else is in there? Because I'm sure you thought about all the details.
Yeah, we stocked the fridge with bacon, eggs straight from our farm, from our chickens, and then, gosh, I just stocked the whole place because we lived in it for a month, and we wanted to make sure that it was stocked to the T, to whatever anyone wants, it's there.
Just
you
the
know?
basics, you know.
So
Yeah.
you
Like
lived
spices
in it yourself to try it
To
out?
test it out before.
Well, we had to too because we had no kitchen.
Yeah, because we were renovating our
month.
main home. So we had to live in the casita pretty much.
So we slept in there, and then the kids would come over and do dishes and
Oh my God, that's so.
use a microwave.
Yeah.
So that was really part of your home. Like you guys lived in the banana bungalow.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful bathroom with like this amazing like shower head, but everything, attention to detail to like the faucet, the colors, the app that connects to the music when you're taking the shower.
Yeah.
The deck of cards that's yellow. I'm trying to think what else things are in there that are just so.
Yeah. So when you're when you're taking a poop, you can learn about bananas because there's a poster in front while you're on the pooper.
There is the poster,
Yeah.
and then you have the funny things about things to flush down the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Your sorrows, your regrets, and
Yeah.
everything in there.
Your drama.
Your drama. It's super funny, super creative. I browsed through the binder.
Oh,
and
nice.
Everything that you did is it's carefully, meticulously sort of thought out. So congratulations on that one.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And we won't get into too much detail, but
Yeah.
we are gonna have a second one. We're gonna be doing something in the future together. 'Cause
Yeah.
we talked about it last night, and I
Yeah.
think that's definitely like I haven't stopped thinking about it. by
I
the
know,
way.
same.
Yeah.
Same.
It's
I'm
like a
super
great
excited.
idea.
Yeah.
And I also I have a close friend here in Vegas. He's my he's a handyman by profession,
Oh,
and
nice.
and he's been telling me like for so long. He's like, bro, buy a property, I'll fix it up, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my
And he's been telling me all the
Wow.
time, and now it's just like all these pieces are coming together.
Yeah.
So
You know, our company, we specialize in that.
Well,
we find homes that are distressed and sell them to investors.
to need investors. Well, this
Yeah.
is why the connection. Because yesterday when I was asking, so tell me more about that specifically. So, who are you looking for, and what kind of you just said like investor, but what kind of investors are you guys looking for?
So mainly we're looking for buyers, people to buy deals from us because we work with investors. Usually people who want to buy like a cheap home that they're going to fix up because they can buy it at such a profit,
Okay.
or usually flippers.
What? So now let's talk business, because now everything seems to be working in that direction. So he's been telling me for at least a year, and about a year ago, I decided I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna buy an 8-plex or whatever.
Oh my gosh, are you planning to?
I
We
was.
we can call it the banana bungalow, like, or you know, whatever.
I was trying to
Okay.
find. So
Okay.
in the past, I was trying to buy the 8-plex because I was okay. I want to need this extra cash, and and you know I need to put it into something. And then something happened, man. That something happened that it just I had to get a different accountant. All these different things happened, and it kind of just fell off. And then another opportunity came in, and so
Okay.
things are sort of like deviating from there on. But for a year over, he's been telling me, and just quite recently, as of like a week ago, because he came over. He's the guy who built the doggy shade for the dogs and everything.
Oh, wow. Oh, we have to use him for our house.
He's amazing in
Wow.
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well, give us his number because we need to finish the rest of
Perfect.
our house.
Perfect. I'll give you his number.
Okay.
I'm. The crazy thing is like, this guy and I were friends when I was like 6 years old in Mexico.
Oh,
we
wow.
both grew up in Mexico,
Wow.
on the same street. There's no internet then. There's
Yeah.
no let me keep in touch. We're children.
Yeah.
And our parents were neighbors in the same house, and then I didn't see him again. And then 20 years later, there was 3 of them, and there's 3 of us in my family, or my siblings. And his older brother found my older brother on Facebook, and
Oh,
they
wow.
connected 20 years ago. And at this point, like, we both somehow ended up moving to the United States, and I was living in LA and he was living in Las Vegas. So 20 years after we haven't seen each other, my brother and I came and we did like a reunion with him and his brother, and it was like crazy because we haven't seen each other. And his mom, rest in peace, she was an amazing woman, and she remembers me being like, oh my god, like, little Chubby, is that you? Like when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
And we've been inseparable since. So for 10 years I kept coming here and visiting him in Vegas, and then I finally moved to Vegas. So he's not just a random handyman, great professional, but he's like a true friend, one of my closest people in my life.
I love
that I
that.
respect very, very much. And so yeah, the kind of people that I would introduce to you guys, and
Nice.
and that would be your friend. And he's jacked, man. You and him will be besties, bro. He's crazy. Have you done your dips today? He texts me every day. Pay me $20 if you didn't do dips today. I was like, fuck, George. All right, I gotta do these.
That's
Super,
funny.
super awesome. This is where I usually turn around and
Okay.
have you guys seen this sign before? Like, did you guys?
No.
This arch.
It's so beautiful at the Strat when they
wow.
changed the name. Like, look how amazing it is.
It's really pretty. We hardly come downtown.
I want to put my visor up.
It's absolute. Yeah, whatever you need. I don't know if you need it for more light or for. Yeah. Remember, like, this is your frame, so if this is your good angle, if you know.
Is it? Is it Jeana?
She's not in the thing.
yeah,
You want me to hold her?
I'll hold her.
No, let me hold her.
Or bring her up. Yeah, we need the views, man. We need the clickbait.
I'm just over here scratching her and petting her.
She's just so cute, my girl.
Hi,
You can
baby.
place it right here and she'll be good. So yeah, that's an opportunity. So let's dive in a little bit more into how that business works. Let's say I'm a future client. What kind of properties are we talking about? Is it properties that are in 100,000, properties that are 500,000? Like what kind of properties?
I mean, we buy anything, so long as the numbers make sense. And our broker is more aware of, like, he's been doing this for a while. He knows, he walks every property that we buy before we buy it. So,
But makes sense for the brokerage or makes sense for the person who's buying it and flipping it? Because I don't know anything
well, I mean,
about flipping.
A part of that, of like flipping, is you got to be able to run your own numbers to make sure, like, how to run comparables in different areas.
Well, that's where I would need George. Because
Yeah.
George would need to come in with me. He'd be like, this is how much it would pay for cabinets, how much it would cost for
Yeah.
flooring, how much it would cost for this, and we'll take down this wall, we'll
You
do
know
this in the
what?
back.
We need to bring you guys into the office, you
Yeah.
and George, so we can get you guys on our buyers list and we'll send you guys deals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got
And
moolah and he got skills. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have that much moolah anymore. I should, but it
No,
doesn't-
that's where we come in too, because like we have a sister company that has hard money
money.
loan, you know.
Oh, so the whole
so
thing.
we're like a one-stop shop, a brokerage, you know, for
Okay.
investors. I love it. Yeah.
I'd be interested in that. Look at that. And they say this podcast doesn't work. We're gonna make money out of this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, every person that I've gotten in here, like, actually this episode hasn't come out yet, but the podcast, something random always happens, because when you're driving in Las Vegas Strip, something random always happens,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I've gotten from where, like, cars start coming my way in the wrong direction, and cops, I've seen, like, helicopters. I saw the guy that was playing, like, he put like a Frankenstein like mask or something and start playing like the drums, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like, the guy's like, "Are you looking at the Frankenstein guy?" or whatever. And it's just like random things that have happened on and on. The girl that started doing the karaoke, the guys that grabbed my car with their bicycle and started riding
Oh my
while
gosh.
holding the car. Like,
That's
all of a sudden I
crazy.
see like the wheel just like spinning, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? You guys, I was filming a podcast, I don't know, like
I
a few months ago,
know.
and all the way in Henderson, random place.
That's
and,
so crazy.
is that fucking Chava? I just heard that. I'm like, what?
I thought you pick up from there.
Huh?
Is that where you pick your people up, or?
No, wherever I met you guys today, that's the pickup spot.
Ah.
So at the beginning it was in my office, but it was by the time we came from Summerlin all the way to the Strip, it was already like 20 minutes, and
Oh,
really
yeah.
this is where people like want to see, and I can go slow here, and when I'm
Oh,
on the
yeah.
freeway, I don't want to, like, I just have to be more careful when I'm on the freeway.
Yeah.
You know, we are filming a podcast live in the car, but that particular guy, he lived, or his office was somewhere in Henderson.
Mhm. Oh,
So
okay.
I agreed to go to his place, and I filmed that podcast at his studio, and then he
Okay.
got in my car, and then we did mine
Oh,
episode,
nice.
or something like that. Maybe it wasn't the same day, but regardless, like, I knew where he worked, so I just showed up.
Yeah.
And then I randomly saw you guys there too.
Yeah, that's
or
funny.
ran into you. But I have ran into people, or people, like, because of the
Your
of the
car.
LED windshield in the back,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
recognize, and they I just say hello, and it's fun. There was a time where when a guy was following me for like about an hour in a Cybertruck,
That's crazy.
and I had to keep it away from I had to keep it like from the gas, because I was like starting to get nervous, and I was like, I don't want to alarm you, girl, but this fucking guy who's been following me for 45 minutes, because he followed me before I got into the podcast.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys this story?
Uh-uh.
So I'm washing the car, which, by the way, I always wash the car before we get into the guest, and I'm in the car wash, and he comes out and he's like, is that your car? And I'm waiting outside the car wash, and I said, yeah. He's like, cool. come take a look at mine. And I was kind of like weirded out, and I thought he had seen the equipment or anything, and it's just a car. And I was like, okay. So I get up, and then they're hand washing his Cybertruck, and it's my screensaver, a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, oh my god, man, yeah, this is amazing, this is great. And I'm about to go film with this girl, and I said to the guy, okay, thanks, it's good meeting you. And I'm in the car, and he just opens my car door, and he pops into the car, and I was like,
That's
the hell?
scary.
And he just starts talking, give me information. And I was like, okay. And so I just give him my Instagram, and he starts messaging me, and he wouldn't get out, and I don't want to be like, hey man, I want to go film, but he gets out of the car. I start driving, and I pull over at the 7-Eleven that's down the street from that Starbucks, and that's when he pulls over to the 7-Eleven next to me, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then I go into the 7-Eleven, and I get my guest a beverage, and by the way, they always request a Starbucks, so that's why I don't do 7-Eleven anymore. But now you're like, I'll do my Diet Pepsi. And I was like, I can never get it right. And now the Starbucks was closed. I didn't get the 7-Eleven, whatever. We're parched.
I said I was bringing my own.
Yeah, we're parched back here.
I got my drink here.
You can go for it. Anyways, he starts following us for like 45 minutes. He then comes, and I go into the Starbucks, and then he pulls over next to the Starbucks, and she goes like, oh, a Cybertruck. And then he starts following me. So now he's been following me for like 45 minutes, and I couldn't say anything.
That's scary.
So later on, I had to tell her, we had been being followed, and it's just strange. So random things happen, and I'm always like watching, I'm trying to carry the conversation, but I'm watching what's going on the outside. The pull over with the cops, when we got pulled over, like there's so many things that have happened.
Yeah.
So that's just like a side note on what happens on the CEO InMotion podcast. There's always like random things that are happening. And now we're talking on the business side. How do you guys find time to do the business, the dogs, the feeding? I mean, you have fishes, you have how many animals total do you have?
I don't know.
Probably
40?
well, like 30-ish, but with the fish, I mean, we had like 50 fish, but that's
Well, the
nothing.
goldfish, they had a lot of babies. And we thought, well, I don't know if she thought or she's just trying to get more turtles. She said, oh, they're going to put them in there and then they'll eat the fish.
Yeah, I thought
didn't eat no
our
fish.
pond turtles would eat the fish, but they didn't. No.
You guys thought the turtles will eat the fish.
That's what she
You said
thought.
the fish.
That's what I thought.
I didn't think so.
So I got more turtles. I kept on rescuing and
We
adopting
already
turtles.
had turtles in there, and there's a
And they
million
weren't
fish.
eating it. Yeah. They
But
don't.
somehow getting more, or I was gonna say tacos, getting more turtles.
Tacos El Gordo. That has been a topic of conversation too. Yeah, so you have all these animals. What's your typical day look like?
We wake up early. I wake up an hour before getting to work. So I wake up an hour. It takes me about an hour to do farm chores in the morning. Usually it's actually 30 minutes, but because our irrigation system's broken right now, it takes 30 minutes to water the grass and our plants and all that.
Walk me through, what are the chores of a typical farm in Las Vegas?
Gosh. Okay, so
That's what
since
she
we
does.
have the chickens, I ferment the chickens' feed. So every day I have to get a bowl full of fermented chicken feed. Fermenting is where I put it in water.
Okay.
So that I put their feed in water and let it soak for 3 days. And then, so I have to put it in a bowl, and then I take it to the chickens and I let them out of their coop, or they're already out of the coop, and then they're in their run, and then I put their food in there. I make sure they have their water restocked. I refresh their waters, and then I dump out the kiddie pool that they have with water, and then I add more water in there. And then if I have to clean up anything, I'll clean whatever, like if there's extra feathers, because sometimes they get in a brawl or something,
Doesn't it sound amazing?
This is like
chicken fight.
Wait, this is your morning every morning?
Every morning.
And you don't get weekends off.
no,
every day.
not at all. Yeah.
What
And
time are
then-
you doing this?
This is like 7:30 in the
Okay.
morning, and then I check on the tortoises. I refill their waters, and then I make sure all the tortoises are good. That they're accounted for, because sometimes they go missing.
Yeah, they dig holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Wait, that's why you're like, there's more. I was like, well, where are they? Oh, they'll come out. I was like, when? A few months. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We lost one. We didn't know if it died or
Yeah.
what.
It's
It just
not
disappeared.
Yeah, it disappeared for like 6 months. No, 5 months maybe. It was
no,
a
he
long
came back
time.
out.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's alive. It's just because during the winter they burrow. So Russian tortoises, they dig deep and will like say peace out.
And what do they eat?
Nothing.
They
They just
hibernate.
go to sleep. Yeah.
And what do they pee and poop?
Their
don't-
body and metabolism slows down, so it's super slow.
So they just sleep for 5 months?
I was worried. Because I thought like a hawk took it or something.
Yeah, that's what we
Could that
thought.
happen?
We really
No,
thought.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Because
This
we've
is
seen.
crazy.
There was hawks by our house.
Yeah, we've seen hawks a lot of times.
But that's a big turtle.
no, it's a
No,
little one. It was
it's our smallest
it
one.
was our small one.
No, not the smallest, but
Oh, so
Second
it's not the
smallest.
gigantic
No,
100
no, no,
pound
no,
that
no.
I'm thinking, like
Oh,
flying
no.
with a
No,
thing.
no.
Like, what did that drop on somebody?
that's a lawsuit.
Yeah, it's like a 100 pound
Yeah.
boulder on your face.
No, but yeah, Big Papa, he has his own house with a heater during the winter, so he's a spoiled.
Okay, so that's Big Papa. So we're gonna get Gabby B-roll for all this. So at the end, you guys have to send me like a lot of this stuff as,
Yeah.
as I'm asking these questions, and
Nice.
then you feed the tortoises, and then
Yeah.
what do you do with the what else is in there?
I pick up tortoise poop, dog poop, and then I water the plants because our irrigation system isn't working right now, and that takes like literally 30 minutes. So I'm listening to like worship music while I'm doing this, doing farm chores, which is
I
very
love that.
therapeutic. It's super therapeutic because like as much as
Franny.
I know
Yeah.
she tooted.
Franny.
Smell it?
We can blame the dog today. Today we can blame the dog.
That's
Oh
what they're
my
known.
God.
Is it our pugs like that too, or no?
Yeah.
Does she toot like this?
Yeah, pugs.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell this is not human.
Yeah,
Franny.
Oh my god. Okay.
Aw.
And
it's strong.
Yes, and then I water the plants, and then I give the chickens treats, ice treats, and then their scratch and stuff, and then check on Gunner, which is our peacock that we hatched, the teenagers I call them, there's 5 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's intense. And then Scott and the boys will do the dogs, so they feed the dogs and walk the dogs and stuff like that.
How many dogs do you have?
5 and a cat.
And a cat, yeah.
You do have a cat. I saw that, and big dogs, and they're one big dog, and the other ones are just
Yeah.
beautiful dogs. Wow, that's a routine. But I love what you said. So something that's personal to me. So I do also have my routine, slightly different. But I'm always listening to something spiritual in the morning.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But it's not music. It's usually like passages from scripture, or I'll start sending you guys. Like I usually send to some people that like that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
I love
Like
that.
I don't like
Yeah.
sending it if they don't like it. But but if you're already saying that you do that, like every morning, like I have my YouTube channels that YouTube already knows what I like. So when I wake up in the morning, you'll see it like,
Oh,
like
nice.
4 or 5 different things that I go through, and I usually either meditate or do some stretching or something. But it's definitely something to start like that with God first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I even have a speaker in my shower, and I've been doing this speaker thing for 7 years,
Oh, wow.
where I listen to stuff. It used to be for different things like motivation and stuff like that, and now, for sure, definitely the first 30 to 60 minutes of my day, it's all about like, God,
Yeah.
spirituality.
Yeah, that's good.
And my life has turned out so good after that.
Amen.
Like, yeah,
Praise God.
yeah, life has done so good. God's been really gracious to my family and the people that I get to meet, like how we met.
Yeah.
How we're here. Like I always have to give thanks for that,
Mhm.
and for health, like little things that we don't
Yeah.
we don't take into consideration, or maybe we do. I don't know how you guys do it.
I need more time. I pray every morning and I read like just a little bit, but I need to increase it. But
Listen,
I've been
most
doing
people
that
don't
every
do
day
it
for a long time.
Yeah, most people don't do it at all. And so it's just your connection with your higher power, with God. We know who that is, and so anyways, like for me, like it's a very important part. Don't usually like get into that much on
Yeah.
definitely not on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I love talking about it. I love talking about faith and how it's changed our life. Because we got saved, in 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I Googled a church near our house because we were bored.
Where do you guys go to church?
So we used to go to New Hope. We went there for 5 years. And
Okay.
then during COVID, we stopped because, it was crazy.
I was gone a lot of that time too.
Yeah, he was a travel nurse. I like to say I turned him into my sugar daddy.
Now I'm splendid, daddy.
Yeah.
Splenda daddy. I like that.
I miss my sugar daddy.
I quit nursing.
Yeah, so he stopped nursing for like a year. Yeah. That's crazy.
Why did you want to stop nursing? So walk me through that. Like, you got your nursing degree too, so you were a nurse. You were making the money, and then you stopped. Why?
I like that, like interacting with patients and all that. That's fine, but it just felt like they would just try to incorporate more and more policies, and you need to be doing this more.
You
like
got
to
too
all
corporate?
of us. It felt like, and
I've heard of that
Yeah.
from other nurses.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like I was a robot almost. I know the people are different, and then the interactions are different, but it felt like, see what you got to do your medications, take care of whatever you need to take of, chart most of the time, like document. And that's all you do is just repeat. You're doing that throughout the day, and that's all you do basically.
Did you I mean, I know you talked to like some other like nurses and stuff. Was that like a difficult decision to come about, to
Go traveling?
no, to leave nursing?
It was for her. I didn't care.
Yeah.
It's because of financial, right? It's because of
Yeah.
financial.
Yeah.
Does it put us? Were you working at the time?
I was working for an investor, and then I quit, and then he needed help again, so I went back to work for him, and just help manage his portfolio of furnished rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from short-term, medium, and long-term, and yeah, that was a roller coaster.
That was hard work. I mean,
Yeah,
I kept you
it's
busy all the
stressful.
time.
Yeah.
I remember
Super
that.
stressful.
So yeah, and then you have kids. You have teenagers.
Yeah.
How is that? How are you guys? How are you guys
Babies.
keeping sanity?
Oh, I know.
Ours
Well, your
are
kids are
super
quiet.
good.
Our
Your kids
kids
are
are
like
good.
They're so
they
good.
don't get in trouble.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them getting in trouble.
Yeah, our kids are so good. We're so blessed, but they're so
Cybertruck,
quiet.
I'm getting,
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting triggered. I'm
I
getting
was about to
triggered. The
say that.
Cybertruck. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on to you this time. No, that's a different one. That's a black one. That's cool. Now he's really stealthy. They are super nice kids, right? Like no problems.
No
No.
problems. They're so good. We're really, really grateful for them, and they help out with animals. They love animals, so I feel like our family was meant for this farm lifestyle. I guess God wanted us to have this. I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling like I have to be obedient to Him, and go by faith. Because I did not plan to get a cow or a mini horse or anything like that. But God has been
Just
telling
happens.
and tugging at my heart to share our homestead with the community,
That's so great,
So-
and I love what you do with the eggs. Where you get
Yeah.
so talk about that. Like, and I want to show some pictures and clips on that. Like,
Yeah.
What's the name of your little project with the eggs?
So it's just House of Chicks. And or the mini farm homestead, crazy farm girl era. I'm still branding myself. I'm trying to figure out, because I really need to like focus on one name, I guess.
I like the
But,
farm
Yeah,
personally
the mini farm
because it
homestead
encompasses a lot of stuff
everything,
about
yeah.
you. Yeah.
So the mini farm homestead is, I think that's what's going to be the name for the whole, our house, And so because we had surplus of eggs, because I had so many chickens.
And why they named Crazy?
What?
Why put Crazy Farm?
Oh, because we're crazy people.
I'm regular.
But yeah,
So
so
funny.
I started, we had a surplus of eggs, and I was like, dang, what are we going to do with all these eggs? So I started donating it to a bunch of people, And then I started to barter, because I thought that'd be so fun, like trading with the community.
Yeah.
And it's so cool, because I got to meet a lot of people, because I would just post on social media, and then random people would reach out and say, hey, I want to be
Really?
on your list,
So you get more. You you produce more eggs than you can actually consume in your family.
Yeah.
To the point to where you started giving them out.
Yeah.
And then trading, bartering with
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
But you do it so originally. Like you write messages on them.
Yeah.
They're so creative.
That's my therapeutic time, is when I pack and wash eggs. So that's my therapy time, I guess. It's just very therapeutic.
Gabby, we gotta put some B-roll on this because
I don't even know.
she's not making it as they're beautiful, and the packaging and the handwritten note and the little stamps and so please film a video.
Yeah.
Send me all this stuff.
Yeah, I have
we'll
all
send you a
that.
link so you can
Okay.
upload all this stuff.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have a lot of B-roll stuff on this. And that's what I love, like the attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I drive here, I cannot. This is just an absolutely stunning view to me. Like human beings created this. Like
Right?
somebody at one point was up there, man. Like carrying, moving, and making sure that thing was put up there. The screens, whatever it is. Like, how do you bring a screen that size up there?
I know, crazy. Right?
And at the same time, like someone thought it out. Like human beings are capable of doing amazing things.
Right?
Like we are capable of doing incredible
Yeah.
things, and I just love it. I love Las Vegas.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I do too.
Yeah, it's original. You can't. There's nowhere like this. You
It's
know?
just incredible.
Yeah.
I love it, and we're so close to that. If we wanted to have like the beach life, we're 1 hour away from LA, or we can go to Mount Charleston if in the winter we wanted to go skiing or whatnot.
Yeah.
You got the lake in the summer. Are we gonna do the lake? I'm gonna
Yeah.
Oh,
post
yeah,
it
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know when.
Thought I did, didn't I say yesterday? Putting him on the spot. maybe I didn't. No, but
No,
I know
you-
I am here. Oh, we did say I was like next
'Cause you
Monday.
have a
and
weekday.
yeah, and then you like, how about on the weekend? So next Saturday or next Sunday. So whenever I'm down for like, because I am here
Like
this coming
this
weekend.
Saturday?
I
or
guess
next
No, I
Saturday?
guess it would be this Saturday.
This Saturday.
We'll see if you
Double
can.
check, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we land hack, and land
I'm just gonna
hacking
enter that
in
real
front of
quick.
our house is, so we have a fully gated house, and we have a lot of land in the front, so we land hack it, and that's pretty much Pilot pays us $300 a month to use our land, and so he parks his RV, his boat, his kayaks, his extra cars that he has. And we got super lucky because he like genuinely wants to take us to the lake, and we always have to turn him down because we're so busy, but we got to make time for that because
We went out once.
it's such an amazing experience.
We have to enjoy life more than
Yeah,
anything.
I know.
I had a talk with my stepdad yesterday.
Really?
He's 80, but he's sharp and just well. He lives in LA. Anyways, like he sees my progress, and he's been in my life since I'm 9 years old. So he's been my dad my entire life, And he said to me, he's like, I'm so proud of you, everything that you're doing. He said, but don't forget to enjoy life. Like, and he's like, I can't believe I sound like an old man. I guess because I'm an old man. But he's like, but nobody goes to the deathbed and say like, I'm so glad I closed that deal. I'm so glad this. He's like, you're already doing it. It's okay to make money. He's like, go make your money, but enjoy life as you're going through it.
Amen.
And he said about the family, you'll never regret, having children, but you'll regret starting late, and then he'll just say like, he's always been there saying the right things. And when I go back in my life and I think about these things, I think about like, he said like, the 5 people that you hang out with in high school are going to be the ones that are going to influence your life. Pick 5 that don't do drugs, that don't drink, that don't smoke. And all my friends from high school don't do drinks, don't smoke.
Oh, nice.
And they're still like my friends that I still
awesome.
hang out with, or that I see them. And just like little advices that are like that. He made it, just said it, just to say it, but it sticks, know?
Yeah.
It sticks. Oh, is the Cybertruck behind me?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. So I'm excited like that. I'm excited to enjoy life.
Yeah.
So as we're getting closer back into the end, like we mentioned, like, I mean, walk me through all the business stuff that you guys do. So it's real estate, it's land hack, is the bungalow, is like, so what are all those things?
Tell them about our other portfolio stuff.
Yeah,
So,
all the
like,
stuff that you guys do for business.
What we did too, like the group home and all that, or
Oh yeah, we had a group home.
everything that you
Memory
guys
care
do
home.
for incomes, the group home, the dogs, the therapy.
So we sold the group home, so we don't have that. We sold that last July.
It was a memory care home.
The memory care home, okay. How did that even come about? Like, how did you guys start on that too? So explain that. I know it, because we had the sushi
Yeah.
date.
So when I was in nursing school, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad,
Which is a great book.
and it made me want to quit. And I just started, but she kind of talked me into staying, which I'm glad, because with that came the COVID nursing, and unfortunate event, but it was
You were busy. It was a money maker.
It was a moneymaker.
Financially, it was financially, yeah, but you were providing service and it was good.
And so, where was I going?
The group home, it was sold after.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we had it before, a couple years before the COVID, and then I left during COVID, so it was still operating thanks to our friends and family, Jeana, and everybody that helped
Yeah.
to let me go out there, and they took care of everything. So I'm grateful for that.
Oh my girl.
She's tired.
She is. It's about this time they go to sleep.
Yeah,
Aw.
they all
They
do.
walk, they ate,
Yeah.
about this time. She's basically saying, Dad, it's time. I know, my girl, you did great. She is such a wonderful, like, little passenger in the car.
Yeah, so good.
She don't bark. She
So
sleep.
good.
You know, when I had the towel before you guys were on board, like, she just, like, hopped over and she was just, like, on there with, like, on the towel, just really comfortable. you
Yeah.
know?
Just keep her in the car all the time.
Keep her in the car the whole time, yeah. Oh yeah, she's back there. You know that the Tesla has the dog
Yeah.
mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people would freak out. And you guys drive a Tesla too, but there's people that get into the car and they've never seen this.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So they've never seen my screen. Let me film this so that Gabby can film this. So they've never seen this where it shows like the vehicles that are in front of me
Yeah.
and to the side, and that's a bigger car, and then that shows you the bigger car right there.
Yeah, it's
And
insane.
the color of my vehicle and everything. And do you guys have the full self-driving?
No.
I don't like it.
You don't?
I
you like having control on the car?
No, I just because I actually pay attention when I'm sitting there and it's going so slow. So it goes speed limit, and I'm like, it's kind
Yeah, it does go. I mean, it's under regulations. You can set it so it's a little faster, but it's not gonna do 80. So I don't know if you're a
Yeah.
crazy driver or whatnot.
I used to be a race car driver in my past life.
Well, these cars go fast,
Yeah.
bro.
That's why I like it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Do you guys go on the strip for shows? Do you guys do any stuff to take care of yourselves? Like, because that's important. Like, I want to go
know.
back into that, like, on to taking care of oneself and enjoying, like, going on that boating, or like going to watch Maroon 5, or, you know, do you guys do any shows or anything like that?
Gosh.
She likes it.
I like living life. I'm the crazy, like, dreamer spender. Scotty's the very realistic saver.
No, I just let me go to the gym and then I'll do whatever. I don't care.
But do you personally like if you're going to a show, you get 2 tickets for a show, do you want to do comedy or do you want to do magic?
Comedy.
You?
Comedy. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
When you're watching movies, is it horror or is it like, you know, chick flicks?
Horror.
Comedy.
Okay, so you like comedy stuff. So
Yeah.
So which comedian do you want to see here? Which ones haven't you seen or haven't you seen?
I want to see Matt Rife. Missed
Okay.
it.
Well, everybody wants to see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what I said.
Why don't you just listen to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like, you think he's handsome. She's like, no, I just like, he's funny.
He's hot. No, he's funny. We'll just send you the audio book. See if you like him that much.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about him, but yeah, obviously my
He's
girl knew
hilarious.
about him. Oh yeah, he's so hilarious. Okay, so but does he perform here?
He did. He had a show like 2 months ago, and I wanted to go, but this is the timing of it. Didn't
Wow, there's
work
no
out.
way that we would have gone if she knew. I can't believe she
Oh
missed
yeah, it
that.
was like a few months ago. Yeah.
What about you, Cirque du Soleil or?
I don't care about any of that.
You don't like the
I'm
people
pretty boring.
like, jumping in the air and.
I
doing
watch
crazy
it, I'm
shit?
like, oh, that's cool they can do that. But then I'm like,
Dude, it's like decades of practice.
no, it's amazing. It's amazing, but I just Just like whatever.
So, have you guys done Area 15?
Yes.
She has.
I have. I only because of when I used to work at Zappos, they paid for it. So we're really frugal when
Okay.
it comes to doing stuff.
Okay.
But when it comes to like animals, we'll spend money on that.
So you'd rather spend the money on stuff that's gonna be for your home
Yeah.
or decoration or anything rather than going out
Enjoyment.
for a dinner, entertainment.
No,
Yeah.
we'll do that eventually. But
So a hack that we like SJ and I do
Uh-huh.
on Tuesdays we go to $7 movie nights,
Ah.
and it's $7 a movie,
Uh-huh.
and it's the best. And then we did like the IMAX this couple of days ago, and it's like, ooh, $12, $12. I'm a big spender with a $12 IMAX. But it's $7. We go in Summerlin. The luxury cinemas in downtown Summerlin are incredible. The seats like lean back, and then
Yeah.
you move, and you're comfortable. And it's $7. It's the best.
Wow.
And we don't drink, so she brings her coffee. I bring like my coffee energy, whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a perfect like sort of like $15 like date night, man. It's
Nice.
just amazing.
Yeah, we used to do that.
we used to, yeah.
But we don't watch movies or TV anymore. Yeah. We're kind of boring.
Well, I wouldn't say you're boring. That would not be like in the first 100 words to describe you guys.
No, we really are.
we're
I'd
just
rather
occupied.
be home. We're homebodies.
We're home a lot.
You guys, it's because of your family, because of the dogs, because of
Yeah.
everything. I need to. I mean, I'm always out, but I need to like go out and do because I have so many businesses going simultaneously.
Yeah.
I want to dedicate some time where I'm just like with her, do something. See, like this. Do you know what blackout is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've been
we
there.
did that.
Oh, the dinner that it's all.
Yeah.
Okay, how
But
is that? Because we haven't done it.
We only did it because the military paid for it.
Yeah, it
we
was
do
free.
stuff. We do stuff. We try to do stuff where it's like either super free or
Or if it's
like,
okay,
yeah.
got it.
That's
So
that's why I go Lifetime. Because I get
Because you got a deal.
discount, yeah.
It's a crazy deal.
I like
yeah,
that.
we can't afford that. I always wonder what people do there. Like I want to be Daniel Mack and be like, hey, what do you do? You know, to
Who's
afford
Daniel
to.
Mack?
You don't know who Daniel? He's the guy who like knocks on people's doors, like the rich houses, and he asks them what they do, and then he asks for a tour inside their home.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I have seen it, but
You've probably seen
at
it.
At that point, like there's probably already a stage at that point. Like they know.
Oh
that
yeah,
every
yeah,
guy's gonna come in. and-
Eventually, yeah.
That is a good idea. I've seen the guy that does in the cars. Like it's
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah.
car, like you know.
Yeah.
And
I think he
But-
does cars too.
but you can do it. Like I'll say like I am impressed with like the level of people like I've met in the last probably like 60 days.
Mm.
So I don't want to like give it too much, but in the last 60 days, like I've met two billionaires, and
Wow.
I've never met. You just see them or hear them on the street, but neither of them. I don't even think they were billionaires, let alone billionaires.
Yeah,
And
wow.
it wasn't until after a while where I was talking to one, and we were talking, and then I was like, how many employees did you say a company had? He's like, we had 110,000.
Holy.
I was like, you had 110,000 employees? And I'm just trying to do math in my head. I was like, you're a billionaire. And he's like, well, when we sold it, yeah. And
Wow.
he was just so casual, he keeps on walking. And I was like,
Yeah.
there's a different air, but where was even going with that? Like we were talking about like there's something about like the spending or whatever it was. What happened here?
Never-ending construction.
Is it the rain construction? But whatever happened is, so that was one, and then another one was recently like also where I was just talking to him, and it just came out, and it's just so strange to be. Oh, I know why I was going. It's because you should just ask people. Like
Just
when you're a
start
lifetime,
talking, huh?
like you just ask them. Like honestly, like people like talking about what they've done.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
like no, I'm not gonna tell you how I made my billion. Like no, fuck that. Tell me,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And people will naturally like gravitate to like I started like this, and maybe you'll hear somebody that says like I was in, in an inflatable bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing the kind of people that you've sat next to on a plane, or you've gone to the gym with, or you're at the grocery store, and you don't know their life story.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, all the decisions, everything that's happened in the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years of you guys' combined life that just cross paths at that moment in time. Like, I'll put you guys together at that exact moment.
That's what you did.
So that you can,
Right?
so that you can just like say something. Why, do you do that too, or did
No,
I do?
I just noticed you doing it.
Oh,
last
because you're
night.
combining. Yeah. Oh, I was doing that last night.
Yeah. I can tell you do that a lot now.
Yeah. Well, it's
When
just
you're combining.
when you're just meshing together, and it's when you realize that like everything is like perfect at that moment.
Exactly. Yeah.
And lifetime people are probably fun.
Yeah. I know.
All
the handicapped people have the nicest cars.
They,
I don't know how that.
they come.
I see them working out pretty hard, but man.
I saw a lifted truck on the handicap. I was like, listen, how did you get up there?
I think there is a guy though.
Yeah.
He has like a leg gone.
Oh, okay. Then I don't want this. I don't want this.
Missing a leg.
Listen, I don't want to get negative fucking things right here,
But most of them.
I just don't take advantage. I heard a guy say something once, like it wasn't that long ago, and he was saying, "Oh, I have I can't remember. He was talking about like a drinking problem or a drug problem, but the point is that I was kind of overhearing him saying is like it's because I was drinking and everything, and I used the stall for the handicap." And then I'm just kind of now I'm just like literally like eavesdropping on the fucking conversation, and he's saying like I'm using the stall for the handicap, and then I saw a person roll up with his wheelchair, and he's like, and I felt so bad and everything, and the guy was like, but it's because I was drunk, and I was like, no man, it's because you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Like like you knew what you were doing, and you just took the bigger space, knowing that the other one was empty. And then you see a person in a wheelchair just pulling up to you,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't help myself. And I remember turning around, I was like, no man, it's because you're an asshole. And he just looked at me like this. It just bothers me when someone like does something
Yeah.
just to do it, just to get a little bit of advantage. Like there's no reason for that at that point, Anyways, like if you really had to go, everything else is taken, and you're at Coachella, like all right, I'm going, But if it's open, be decent to another person.
Yeah.
So I'm a big MJ fan. Did you guys know?
Oh really?
Michael Jackson. I have a shrine in my house.
What? I want to see.
Well, she calls it a shrine. It had to be moved from our bedroom to a different room. She goes like, I can't be looking at Michael Jackson when we're here, doing our thing, and the shrine of Michael Jackson is like staring at us.
What do you have?
I have records. I have the first time that the Cirque du Soleil show, the one came up. I've signed stuff.
That's fun.
I have a portrait that she had made from an artist in Europe, and the artist took all of the songs from Michael Jackson from his albums and then placed them, and the way they're placed with the titles of the songs create Michael Jackson's face.
I love that.
And it's freaking awesome.
I love.
Like when she gave me that, I was like, I used to have a best gift in my life, and then she gave me that one, and it was like, I was like, oh my god, like it's so cool. Like when you see from far away, you're like, oh my god, that's obviously Michael Jackson. That's great. But when you're walking up close, you start reading the lyrics of the songs from Michael Jackson, like the titles of the music.
Oh, we have to see that.
It's incredible. And I'm big on two things, on Seinfeld and on Michael Jackson.
Wow.
And I learned English watching Seinfeld
Wow,
with my
that's
stepdad.
crazy.
Because I moved to the U.S. when I was 16.
Wow.
Yada yada yada. 20 years later, here I am.
Wow. Okay, so what? Me and Scott want to learn Spanish. So what? Is there a show that we should watch?
Absolutely.
Which one?
But you guys don't like you said you don't do like TV, but there's two great shows in Spanish that have catapulted. Actually, there's three of them.
Okay.
One of them, it actually carried over into the U.S. and they made it in a U.S. Netflix show. That's an amazing show. about suspense. I don't even know what it's called in English, like or Spanish, but I'll send you the list.
Yeah.
The other one, Club de Cuervos, is probably the most popular Spanish-speaking show, and it's funny because I started getting hit up so much when this show came about. It's about a guy who inherits a club team, a soccer club team. They call Cuervos, which means like a raven. And the guy looks like me, and his name is Chava on the show. And I would get like tagged and hit up all the time about this show. And so that's a great one. That's like a comedy, but it's a story. So it's like sports but comedy. And then the third one would be the life story of Luis Miguel. Luis Miguel is most definitely the most popular singer, and it's basically the Sinatra to Mexico. Like Mexico's Frank Sinatra. He's been singing since he was like 5 years old, and extremely successful. But his life is a fucking roller coaster. Like it is such an impressive life of chaos. I don't even want to spoil it, but there's so many things that have happened in his life. The abuse from his parent, like the getting him into the shows, like it's such an incredible life that I was always fascinated by his life. And he's such a he married Mariah Carey, like all these like big celebrities in the US, and he's a very handsome singer. So that's those three shows, and any of those depending on what you like, is how I learned English.
Okay.
And I would cheat because I would put the subtitles in English.
Yeah.
In your case, you would put them in Spanish, and I would cover them, and then I would try to understand it. And whenever I didn't, then I would watch again, and then I started watching a lot of my movies. And once I figured out what the movie was saying, then I could relate. I was like, well, that's not exactly how it's translated into Spanish, because I would read the subtitles, and then I would learn enough that that's not what they actually said. Like,
Yeah.
they use, idioms or whatever. Like they change it up a bit. Those three shows are amazing, and I'm gonna start having like Sam watch one of those, like, because she needs to learn too.
Yeah,
She
we
needs
need to learn.
She needs
Yeah.
to learn Spanish. It's one of those things where like it just helps.
Yeah.
It helps with the stuff the kind of stuff that you guys do.
Definitely.
George is bilingual. My friend.
Nice.
And he would do great just bringing it to your office. Like we'd come over and whatever projects you guys need, personal or outside or anything. I in fact I gave him my VIP ticket to WealthCon.
Oh.
He went to WealthCon, and he was
Okay.
like, it was a whole different world for him. He's like, bro, I've never been like, there's so many smart people and so successful. Like I didn't even know what I was, and I was like, bro, like this is you, man. Like
Yeah.
fucking, you inspire me so much. You motivate me, and like he motivates me in so many things. He's a father. He's a little older than me, maybe 43, maybe 45. Like, but he's got a son in the U.S. Army. He's got 3 grown men. Like he's a man's man, and I'm just like, hey George, can you help me with the light bulb? Like I fucking, and I respect him so much, and I admire him so much, and vice versa. He goes like, he's like, my wife watched your your Instagram. He's like, you make what? How much? Like, he's like, what the hell? And at the same time, he's like, I'm so impressed with like the businesses and everything. This is crazy for us to get back in, guys. Hope it's not too late for you guys and everything.
No.
My
You're
girl.
You're good.
Yeah, this was very fun. I'm gonna try to cut in. Hold on, because I need to pay attention.
Watch, Scotty. Oh.
I'm trying.
Yeah, don't hit. Thank you. Okay.
So he does like just handyman stuff?
Yeah, he owns his own company.
He knows how to do everything.
Finished works, everything.
Okay, because we have a lot
Like
of projects that we
everything.
need to do. So we're
Everything.
Let's get a quote from him.
And
Yeah.
We do have half the house to finish. I just don't want to do it anymore.
We keep buying animals instead of renovating our house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as we're coming out, we'll share the information. I think I want to say thank you guys again for being in the CEO InMotion podcast. There's so much that I learned from you guys, and I hope that was as entertaining as it was for me and as informative. And you know, this is the debut. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're. Did you do it
Yeah,
again?
she tooted again.
Did you? Is this your send off? Oh my god. Anything else you guys want to say?
No.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Brother, love you, man.
Love you too.
Love you guys. Bye,
you.
my sweet girl.
We
All right.
see you doing big things.
Bye.
Yes.
Have a blessed day,
Take it,
y'all.
thanks.